Okay, welcome to turn 2 for the Americans. They have, as usual, a fairly large amount of money to spend. On the eastern side of the board, they're going to build 2 transports, 4 infantry, and 2 artillery. On the Pacific side of the board, they're going to build a battleship, 2 subs, and a fighter. They only have 1 attack, but it's a fairly big one, and once I show the moves, I'm going to put the video on pause so that I can put all the forces on the battle board. Because we are going after the Japanese Navy in Midway, and we're coming in with basically everything that can reach from Hawaii and the new carrier from San Francisco. So it's 2 carriers, it's 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, a destroyer, attack and a fighter on one of the carriers, attack and 2 fighters from Pearl, and a bomber from Pearl. And they're going up against Japanese forces, 3 fully loaded carriers, each with a fighter and attack, a battleship, and 3 transports. I am going to put this on pause and transfer it to the battle board because it is kind of complicated and there's going to be a lot of damaged carriers and stuff like that. So I'm going to put the video on pause and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so here are all the forces attacking and defending Midway. I actually rolled this battle already, but I had to delete the video because I forgot to roll the anti-aircraft at the beginning. So we'll start again. Anti-aircraft first, because the Japanese have a fully operational battleship, and it's going to get 3 shots at the American planes coming in. So we'll see if it can hit any of them. It did not hit any of them, so I guess the other battle could have stood, but I'll roll it anyway. So, okay. So, the carriers don't actually attack. We're coming in with a destroyer at 2, a bomber with 2 shots at 2, 2 cruisers at 3, 3 fighters at 3, 2 battleships at 4, and 2 attack bombers at 4. That's pretty good. 2, 4, 6 hits. Okay. The Japanese defend with 2 paired transports at 1, 3 carriers at 2, 3 attacks at 3, 3 fighters at 4, and a battleship at 4. Three hits. Wow, that wasn't very good. Okay, so we have 6 hits to 3 hits. So Japanese have to take their casualties first. 3 hits, I think, will be 1 carrier will be completely destroyed, and 1 of them will be damaged and moved down there. Okay, so that means 2 ones now. 2 ones, a 2, 3 threes, and 4 fours. Versus, the Americans had 3 hits, so we will do the same thing. I think we will kill 1 carrier and damage the other one. So we have the same roll. Oh, we don't, because this guy has to fly away. He's not dead, but he's not participating in the battle anymore. So there's a 2. 2 threes for those, 3 threes for those, and then 4 fours. Okay, second round, here we go. Second round for the Americans. Whoops, I dropped one. Okay, 2, 3, 6 hits. And for the Japanese defenders, 4 hits. Not going so well. Okay. So 6 hits will kill the carrier. That's 1 hit. 2, 3 will kill the other one. I guess 4, 5, 6 makes sense, right? And then 4 hits will kill that carrier for 1, 2, 3, 1 and 4 4s versus 3 3s and 4 4s. Okay, third round. 4 hits. That's almost everything. 1 and 4 4s for the Japanese. 3 hits, including the mighty transports. Okay, 4 hits is obviously those 3 plus a damaged battleship. And then 3 hits over here. I think I'll kill a battleship and damage it as well. So I think I'd like to keep as many planes as I can. Okay. So what's left is a 2 and a 1 over here. And then we have, oh, the damaged battleship goes over here. So that's a 2. 3 of those, 2 of those. Okay, so I just need a couple more hits. I got 4 hits. That's everything that's left. So all 3 transports legitimately hit before the auto kill. And here's the Japanese response. And they miss with both. So the only thing left in the C zone is a damaged American battleship. And all of the Japanese forces have been destroyed. So again, let me set up, let me go back to the board and put all this stuff back, and then I'll be back in just a sec with American non-combat and placement of units. Okay, here's the non-combat moves for the Americans. The American Navy is going to consolidate in C-Zone 91 on the Atlantic part of the board, and they'll come in with their carrier fully loaded and their cruiser, or sorry, their destroyer, along with a transport that's going to drop off an infantry, an artillery, and a tank in Casablanca to support the French forces there. The forces from Brazil, 2 infantry are going to stay, but 2 infantry, 2 mechs, an artillery, and a tank will pop onto these transports here, and they will move 2 spaces over here to join this transport here. So 3 transports, but these guys are going to get off in Gibraltar, and they're just going to sit there for now. From London, we're going to load up our 2 airborne units, and we're going to fly them down to Gibraltar as well to join the other guys that were down there. And obviously that fighter, that plane will have to stay there because I don't think you can make it back. All right, in the Pacific, in terms of what's going to happen with movement here. Okay, so I can go off the board. The 2 transports in 26 are going to sail back to San Francisco. And all of the planes that were involved in that attack on Midway are going to land in Hawaii. No huge surprise there, I think. There's not many other places they can land. This guy's coming off my little jury-rigged flight stands. There we go. Good enough. And then this guy will come in as well. All right, so that's that. All right, so left in the C zone is a damaged battleship, which is of course going to be killed by the Japanese at their very next opportunity. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, while I'm on this side of the board, I am going to place the Pacific units. So what goes over here is, oh, sorry, there is another move. This guy from Western Canada is going to come down here. So the fighter will be placed here. The new battleship and the 2 new submarines will be placed in San Francisco as well. And then we will have to place the units on the Atlantic side. Turn this moving over now. Okay, just move the camera. Okay, on the Atlantic side of the board, you can see the preview up there already, I think. Being placed into Washington are 2 new transports, 4 infantry, and 2 artillery. Okay, Americans are not being convoyed anywhere, so let's have a look at their money situation. Okay, so Americans are at 52. We check out their bonuses. They don't control any of those islands yet. They do have 2 ground units in Casablanca, so that's +3. They are no longer neutral, and the only things that they don't currently control are Wake, Midway, and the Philippines. So that's 3 of their original territories. So they're down to 14 of 17. So that's 14, 24, 27 bonus plus 52, 62, 72, 79 IPCs for the next turn. So who's up next? UK. We'll see what they do next. So see you next video.